Okay, update number 1 for El Tour de Tucson 2023. I decided to ride in the Tour de Tucson not long after RAGBRAI. Looking forward to an individual day of a 102-mile bike race. We'll see what that entails and get some updates along the way. I brought a GoPro this time so I can slap that on the front of my bicycle and we can see how that will do. In the meantime, we loaded up the car. We got the bicycle, shoes, helmet, glasses. That was the most important checklist for the Tour de Tucson. After that, it's just some clothes to wear afterwards, something comfy. I brought some bars and some energy powder for the bottles, so hopefully I can stay hydrated and ready on the bike. And then in the car I got chocolate milk, perfect recovery tool. So after 102 miles I will be ready to guzzle some of that, have some chocolate milk and relax, and probably do nothing tomorrow night, or as little as possible. So right now we're leaving the house fully charged for Tucson. Going to check into a Ramada by Wyndham, which is right next to the Tucson Convention Center. That way I can ride my bicycle to the start line. So far they're saying it's a possibility of rain tomorrow, so it might be rain and chilly tomorrow. That should be interesting. It might add some pain to the ride on top of the physical. It might add some emotional and mental challenges as well. So we'll see what the weather actually looks like. Other than that, if it doesn't rain or if it's moderate, the high is only like 72 degrees. So if there's a day to be riding 102 miles through some hills in Tucson, 72 degrees is definitely going to be a good day. So the goal is to eat tonight something that will prepare for tomorrow, and then kick off the Tour de Tucson. Race starts at 7 a.m. I want to be at the corral by about like 6:40 or so. So I'll probably be outside suffering for maybe about 20 minutes or so in the cold. I went to Goodwill last night and bought some clothing that I could leave on the ground at the corral. So right before the bicycle race, I'll be bundled up, and then you throw the clothing on the corral and it gets donated. So you're not littering, you're not doing anything bad. Bought from the Goodwill to the Goodwill it may return. So it goes to a good cause and good people, and it costs like $15 for some warm clothes that I can just dispose of and will be donated. So on my way, hitting the road right now. It's Friday. Let's go. Ramada by Wyndham, a glorious hotel right by the freeway. But this one I'm looking at the hotel right here. That's about it. Got the light rail. I wonder if I could just hop on this and go to the convention center. I don't know what the protocol is here, but maybe I could just run over to the convention center or something. But just got in Tucson, dropped my stuff off in the room. Give you guys a little tour of that once I start getting unpacked. But I want to go pick up my packet and get to the convention center for the packet pickup and the events that are going on there. So try and see some vendors, see what's going on, get some video of that, see what the event's like, and just kind of make some friends. I'm gonna see where my friends are from Phoenix. I got some cycling friends I'm gonna try and meet up with here, and we'll see if they're here too. So leaving the Ramada, heading to the convention center. Next stop. All right, at the convention center, you got the Tour de Tucson signage, got all sorts of stuff to look at. So there's all these vendors, all the signage. I mean, selling everything, HSL properties, look, save a life stuff, I don't know. Zero signage on where to get my stuff. So I've had to ask like 3 people. And then they're like, oh, it's at the very, very end. So we'll get some steps in, kind of shake out the legs and see what's going on here. Maybe pick up some maps. But I'm gonna get my packet first. Then I'm gonna go and play at the different booths and kind of visit everybody and kind of take it all in. So we got all these booths. So we'll see if we find something interesting, but let's get our packet first and make sure we're actually riding this thing, huh? Okay, out here by the band and the food trucks. So it's just outside. They have to be outside, I guess, because they're trucks. Went and got a bunch of goodies. So swag bag, jerseys, all sorts of fun stuff. Way more than I thought I would end up purchasing, but alas, it's an event, so who cares. Also met Jens Voigt, so hopefully I'll have a picture. There it is, of him and I. I've been watching him ride Tour de France and win the mileage worn jersey on a few different days. He's worn the yellow jersey a few times, and I got to shake his hand and talk to him. Incidentally, he's 6'3" as well. And I was like, man, that's really tall for a cyclist. He's like, I know. So 8 years ago, he set the 1 hour record on a bike, which is bonkers. Talking to a guy at that caliber is pretty cool. So just meeting your heroes, and it actually worked out. So anyway, let's go check out the hotel room, a little tour of that and see what that's like, and then get some dinner for tomorrow, see what that's like. Let's go. Okay, it's hotel room time. So we got checked in, got in the hotel room. This is a Ramada, so it doesn't get much more basic than this, but bed, sofa, TV, stuff like that. We got the bike here. So that way I can go over the bike and make sure that everything checks out. So really what we need is we need a bed and we need some air conditioning. So we've got a bed, got a place where we can relax, got a little patio, got the AC, desk and all my stuff, and I got the television. So this is the living situation for the next 2 nights, but breakfast is 5:45 in the morning, so they actually have a breakfast here, which is actually kind of cool. And I walked to the convention center and back. It's half a mile, so when I ride over there, it'll be easy. So now I'm going to go get a bite to eat and start putting my kit together. So I need to get my jersey out. I need to get my numbers pinned to my jersey, my numbers on my bike, my numbers on my helmet, and pump up the tires and just make sure everything's good to go. Put some of the powders in the water in my bottles. Make sure that those are good. Make sure that everything else is just go through the checklist, and that way there's no pressure tomorrow morning. I'm going to try and get to the corral at about 6:30 after talking with some people today. We were thinking 6:40-ish, but I don't want to be in the back of the 102 group. I want to be with a team that can move. I want to try and find some people that can ride at my pace, and vice versa. Maybe we can help each other out. The first 20 to 22 miles is between 1% and 5% grade. So we're going to be going uphill for the first 22 miles, which is really going to crush our average speed. So hopefully on the back end of that, there's a downhill, maybe like a little kicker, and then it gets downhill and flat. And that's when we can really turn it up, really get into some power and do about 25 miles an hour on the bicycle, and then hit the second hill, knowing that that's the last hill. So that'll be about 60 miles in is one more set of hills. So that's the game plan for tomorrow. As we know, a good plan just goes to crap immediately once the going gets tough, but we'll see. So that's the plan. This is the room. This is where I'm at. Let's go get dinner. All right, back from dinner in the hotel room. Had some oreganos. Feel like some Italian food's good for carb loading for tomorrow. Did one of their meatball sandwiches, which is giant, with some fries. Definitely not the healthiest overall meal, probably, but knowing that I'm doing 100 miles tomorrow, I think that's the point, right? Is load up tonight. So glycogen levels are good. Alarm is set for 5:30 tomorrow morning. Breakfast is at 5:45, so I think I'm gonna blaze over there, get some breakfast, and then come back here and throw my kit on, and then hop on the bike. So bike and kit are ready to go. So here's the kit, all laid out, ready to go. Numbers on the jersey, things like that, and the bike's ready to go. Got the GoPro mounted up here by the light, bottles, and numbers. So everything's on the bike. Kit's ready to throw on. Tomorrow morning I'll just run like some sweats, go get some breakfast, come back, and double check everything. I have my bars. I got some of these granola bars from Sprouts that I'm going to throw in my kit, in my pockets. So, you know, I don't think I'll forget those. And if I do, it's not the end of the world. It'll be silly, but it won't be the end of the world. And ready to go. So, yeah, throw the kit on, hop on the bike in the morning, and I'll be off. So I'm going to try and record the start on the GoPro, so you should hopefully be seeing that. And the next thing you'll see, I think, is when I'm heading out the door, heading over to the corral. Then I'll show you guys the corral, and then get some video of the start of the race, and try and get some videos of some interesting spots throughout my ride today or tomorrow. So wish me luck, and here's to L Tour 2023. All right, sit rep. It's 5:40 in the morning at the old hotel here. Lightly sprinkled last night. Smells like rain, but pretty clear sky. Hopefully that keeps us dry today. Going to the lobby here to figure out breakfast. I should start here in a couple of minutes. Then go change into my kit and get over to the corral. So next update is in the kit on the way to the corral, I hope. Tour to Tucson. It's kind of exciting. Let's go.
Our first timer. So welcome all of our brand new riders to the Tour de Tucson, as we are going to send off 9,000 riders throughout the day.
I don't know if you heard that, 9,000 riders in the Tour de Tucson this year. We're in the corral. I filmed some footage you should see of rolling up and what that's like, kind of getting in here and getting electric. I have my fleece on. I got this is what I got at Goodwill. The sky looks pretty good. So maybe no rain, or at least, you know, nothing right now making it miserable in the morning, so that's kind of nice. This is gonna be warm today, but everything says like 72 or so. I still remembered sunscreen, so not bad. Had some good breakfast, eggs, sausage, toast, yogurt, just trying to get some macros. That waffle was tempting, but I decided not to go with something so heavy in my belly. We'll get some footage of the start of the race for like a little bit getting into this race. And then I'll try and settle in and get pacing and try and get some footage throughout the day. So it's another adventure. Let's go see where we end up. I finally had to stop and take a break, but I stopped at the best place. Hot dogs, peanut butter and jelly, bananas, pickle shots. I started cramping up pretty good at, I'm 83 miles in. So started cramping up, and I literally like couldn't pedal. Then these guys come out at 88 miles in, like an oasis, and can get us there. So 88 miles in, that's 10 more to go, or 13 more. I think it's 101 miles, so 13 more to go for a tour to Tucson. So there we go. These guys are having a good time. I might have to hang out here a little bit. I didn't come close to my goal, so my goal of finishing and doing well is next. So hopefully I finish and do well. So we'll see what kind of video I can get on the approach to the finish line, and probably go take a nap and contemplate life choices. So anyway, let's go. We did it. Tour to Tucson. Took me, well, we're not gonna talk about that. I'm gonna start telling people I finished right behind the leaders. Behind them, we'll argue about what is right behind. So this is the finish line. I recorded a big sprint coming through this finish line. Try to finish strong and do a good job. It's raining, and I think it's windy still, because how fast I was going, I just blew it all in. But if there's a time that it's going to be storming and windy and rainy and whatever, right now, I ain't fighting it. I'm going to text my friends and see if they survived. I'm gonna have a long discussion with my legs. Gonna, I guess, come back to earth. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to walk, like I'm afraid to sit down, but we'll see. Anyway, now it's electric. We'll see what's going on. All right, sit rep. The evening after tour to Tucson, L tour. Definitely tired. I got bags in my eyes. Definitely tired. Legs accepted my apology. Now I'm packing up the car. So loading up the car and everything. I have the hotel room tonight if I really want to stay down here, but there's really no reason if I can sit on the freeway for a couple hours. Might as well head up to Phoenix, grab something to eat, supercharge the car on the way, things like that. Numbers are 5 hours 42 minutes for 101 miles. 40 minutes slower than I wanted to. I really wanted to do it 5 hours. The second hill, I knew it was gonna kick my butt. It definitely kicked my butt. It smoked me real good. But my game plan probably saved me and gave me some good numbers. So I want to get better and improve, and maybe next year I come back and do this in 5 hours. We'll see. So thanks for tagging along with me at the tour to Tucson. It's been a lot of fun. I'm gonna get back on that freeway, head back to Phoenix, and go ride with my friends. So that's what it's about. Thanks again.